So let's make a lighter version of risotto, cauliflower risotto. So you use a box grater to create these grains of cauliflower, like grains of rice. You just do it like this. You can use the stems and the florets. It's all good. If you have some that are, at the end, it's a little bit too big, you just ignore them. All right. I have, now, so what you got there. So I've got like 4 cups of this in here. And what I'm going to do then is going to heat the olive oil in a skillet. Then I'm going to put in, this is a couple of shallots. And then I've got 4 cloves of garlic. And once I got that in, and I'm starting to smell it, it's starting to go good, I'm going to add in the cauliflower. So here I'm going to add in my cauliflower rice, if you will. Okay. Once that's in, I'm going to give it some salt and some pepper. And this is going to cook for about, I'd say probably about a minute, just to get the grains, like I do with risotto, to kind of get the grains coated with some of the oil and the flavor. So let's stir that up and just kind of get it all down in there. Nice little flavor. This really smells really good. It actually smells amazingly good. All right. So this is going to cook for about a minute. Now, when the minute is up, I'm going to start the rest of the process. So what I will be doing, once I get this done like that, is I'm going to add a little bit of white vermouth. So it's like about a 1/4 cup. So this is looking good. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of white vermouth. All right, and that's going to start to evaporate. Now I want to evaporate that completely, which doesn't take very long because I decided there's about a 1/4 cup. And then I'm going to start adding a little bit at a time. I'm going to start adding hot chicken stock. And you want to make sure that it's hot because you don't want to interrupt the boiling process. But you add it a little at a time and you keep stirring. Again, this is similar to the technique that is used for making rice risotto. So I'm going to evaporate this off. When that's evaporated, I'll add a little more stock. And then I'm going to continue to do that. And this whole process is going to take about 15 or 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and finish this off. Okay, I've been cooking this and stirring it for about 15 minutes. I've used about 2 cups of chicken stock to do that. And I want it now still have a little bit liquid. I don't want to evaporate everything out right at the end. So then I finish it off. I'm going to add a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And look at that creaming up in there, very nice. And then I'm going to add some peas. It's about a cup of peas. To be honest, I would have liked to add more, but this is what we had. So, it's kind of however many peas you want to add. So we're going to mix that up, get that, and we're going to cook it, just a little bit. It's not a really long time, about a minute. Make sure we just get all these flavors in. And I have to do, and of course, and I can do that now while it's cooking, I have to taste it for salt and pepper. Because once you add the cheese,
it gets a little salty.
It gets a little salty, so you can't get too far ahead of it. Now,
actually, not only is it pretty, but it smells wonderful in here.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah. So, so now I can add more salt now that I've tasted it, and see if that's right. It also needs pepper, by the way. So I'll hit it with some more pepper. Come on, pepper. I always use a freshly ground pepper. It's better, but it takes a little extra time. Tell you what, why don't you give it a taste and tell me if it has enough salt?
Okay. I need a pea with it. The cheese is really coming through. Cauliflower broth. I think the salt's okay. It's borderline.
Borderline. Let's get a little more then. All right, we got plenty of salt around the house. That's one thing we have plenty of. All right. So there you have it, folks. This is the somewhat lighter version of risotto. made from cauliflower.
But still cheesy.
Of course.
Yes.
So thanks for joining us. If you get in that situation, you'd like to have some risotto and you just don't want all the rice, this is how you take it. Okay, thanks, and we'll see you next time.